I'm rolling.
Are we going?
Yep, we're off.
We're podcasting as we speak.
Well, we can always trim out this bit if it
No, I
doesn't
feel
prove to
it's
be
good
very
so
good.
the little people know what we're about.
What little people?
Well, the people who listen to us.
Oh yeah, all of them.
All of them.
There was like 53 views on the first one.
54.
Madness.
I'm still really excited about the massive number of people in Indonesia.
Two sites that have both decided that they want to feature our podcast on their website is extraordinary.
On their homepages.
Yeah.
No, if you type in their
Is it
homepages,
actually?
we come up on their homepage.
I'm googling it to see if we're still on there.
Are we actually recording a podcast at the moment?
Yeah, but I can trim
Also.
all this out. So.
Also. You just say when we're going to go when we go.
I don't know when we're gonna go. Okay, there's ngh.me, there's Saranmu. I can't see any others.
I may have been lying.
What are we gonna talk about?
Thought we'd begin by explaining the situation.
Which situation?
Well,
The situation with the pen? Oh, I see.
You know, last
Our
time
fantastic
we began with
setup.
welcome to the
forest. Or
welcome to the forest special.
Yeah.
Right, shall we go on 3?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Hello. That's not even funny.
I don't even know what we're meant to say.
We're doing our podcast very differently this week.
Yes.
We're doing it over the interweb, which it's like
Technology, ladies and gentlemen.
technology. And because of the way my computer's angled, Dominic's very much looking down on me,
As usual.
as usual. I'm about 3 inches taller than Dominic, so this
Lucky
is
you.
lucky you. It's probably due to my superior genes.
Nah.
They're from Nick's. Oops,
Oh.
Nixie.
The puns are out.
Right, okay, right. So, I'm very excited this week, Dominic, about our large Indonesian following.
So am I. Should we give them a shout out?
Hello to all the people of Indonesia.
Good. That was
Okay.
great.
How are you? We're good. Right? You can't do the voice too much because they might accuse you of being racist.
Yeah. I'm not sure
Also,
what
if you are listening in Indonesia, I'm sorry about that.
I'm sure they're very upset.
What, as a nation? That's
No,
stereotyping.
just the ones that are listening to this.
Well, all 8 of them.
Yeah.
You never guess
Oh.
what?
Oh, no.
What?
I thought I could look at the statistics
We've
But-
got statistics.
of our podcasts, but
What kind of statistics would they be?
well, it's just like how many people listen to it on certain days.
53
But
every day.
if you go pro, then you can see what countries they're from. But I can't go pro because that's money.
Yeah. So we're dedicated to delivering you the best podcast service available as long as it's free to us.
Yeah, basically.
That's it. So, do you like my cardigan?
Yeah, for the viewers at home, because this is a purely audio podcast, I shall now describe Ed's cardigan. Today, Ed is wearing a dark blue cardigan. Cardigan?
Cardigan?
What's a cardigan?
I don't know.
Ah.
It seems to be a recurring topic that we mispronounce a word. Go on.
A budgie guard.
The budgie guards.
And yeah, cardigan. It's got stripes on it, but not over all of it, which I think is a very interesting fashion statement.
Do you know who invented the cardigan, Dominic?
Was it Mr. Cardigan?
Yeah.
I think he
No,
had
it
a
wasn't.
title as
He
well.
was that bloke who was like in charge of Cardigan, but his name wasn't Cardigan. He was a Major General.
Major General Cardigan.
No, like Thomas. And he was.
I didn't expect his
yeah.
first name to be Cardigan.
He was like totally badass. He was at the charge of the Light Brigade, right?
Yeah.
And this messenger came, and he was like, "Oh, we got to tell them to stop doing the charge because they're all going to die." And he
Right.
like saw the messenger coming and thought he wants to kill all these Russians. So he deliberately went faster than the messenger, and everyone followed him. So really, the charge of the Light Brigade happened because he was running away from a messenger, and they're all just running away. And then everyone died, and he didn't. And he went and invented the cardigan.
That's a good use of a life.
Actually, for like, I don't know how many people died, like loads. That's like quantifiably loads. And then he went, that evening, he had a yacht party.
Good.
Yeah, he just sat there drinking champagne on his yacht. Yep, no, yeah. It's your turn.
Champagne yachts.
Shared my wisdom.
Do you think it's a good use of a yacht just to drink champagne on it?
Well, I certainly don't think you should be drinking Prosecco on a yacht.
Why not?
Because there's a Prosecco shortage.
Of course.
Do you not remember how indignant Beth was about the Prosecco shortage?
So, does drinking it on a yacht just sort of make it worse?
What, the champagne or the Prosecco?
The Prosecco.
It would make it worse because we all know that Prosecco drives the engines of war that the world is. There's pens there that the world is so engaged in. So if we drink all the Prosecco, not us, Prosecco, not just us, but like people in general, it wouldn't be able to power the engines of war, and then there'd be world peace.
So that's a good thing.
That's a good thing. I've just solved the Palestine crisis, but maybe there is a Prosecco shortage because of all the war in the world. And it's being used for the war machines. What are you doing with those pens?
I don't know. I felt like you were holding a pencil, so I had to hold some other things.
Those who cannot see, which is everyone barring myself, not even Dominic can see Dominic. Dominic might be able to see Dominic in that sort of...
I can see myself in a corner.
Which corner?
This
Anyway, Dominic's got a rather interesting pair of headphones on, which make him look like a stormtrooper on the beach.
They're good headphones. I like them.
I've got literally no idea how long we've been going.
No, neither have I, because about when I checked it, it said we go for 7 minutes.
We've been going 7 minutes.
Yeah, but that include all the guffins beforehand.
Which are not going to stick in.
Should we just stop and restart? Because we're almost at 10 minutes.
But you can just edit the guffins out.
Yeah, true. Okay.
You're the editing wizard.
Indeed, I am a wizard.
Do you want to see what my nan got me?
Wow.
For those at home, that's a tiny Lego rubbish truck. Watch this, Dom. These are the bins.
Yeah. I'm not sure how we're going to show this in podcast form, but...
Those who cannot see, which seems to be a very... I'm leaning away from Snappy.
Okay.
I haven't said that yet.
Let's just stop.
We've got a picture above our computer. It's the Titanic. It's not the whole Titanic, it's just the propellers. And those at home might be interested to know that Dominic's brother died on the Titanic.
It's true.
Do you want to tell us about that, Dom?
Well, he was riding along on the Titanic, as you do.
Aye.
He wasn't a guest or anything. He was one of the engine monkeys.
The monkeys they famously...
Yeah. Because they used real monkeys, obviously.
But of course, I was watching Life of Pi, and bananas don't float.
That was his problem, you see.
So that was probably when the Titanic's problem, that the bananas they were paying the engine monkeys in didn't float.
Yes, so they weighed down the boat, and so when they hit the iceberg, that just tipped them over. And of course, the monkeys would have been fine because they're very good swimmers, but the bananas went down, so
and the monkeys went straight after them.
They had to recover them.
Like bullets, the monkeys went after those bananas. never to be seen again. How much better would the film have been if it was exactly the same, but with like herds of wild monkeys everywhere?
I think it'd be pretty good.
Just like, you know that like party they have like down in the servants' quarters? There's just monkeys copulating everywhere. This is our third podcast.
Indeed.
If the edit goes well, this is our third podcast. If we record too much, this is our third and fourth podcast.
Woo! Bulk recording, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we are. We've done so well. We've reached the point of mass production. I really should be doing exam revision.
Yeah.
I counted on my exam. I've got 12 exams, Dominic.
Have you? I've only got 10.
Yeah, well, that's because you're thick and don't need as much testing.
Yeah, true.
Those at home are interested. The reason Dominic's got less exams isn't because he's thick, it's because he didn't fail them the first time.
I wasn't going to bring it up.
You weren't going to bring it up? Well, if you're feeling compassionate, that's something else we can lose in the edit. I like the picture of the dog on your urn. Imagine having...
On my urn.
If you had urns, right,
Yeah.
with the ashes of the people you loved in, but you painted their faces on them.
Right.
So, like, say, I don't know, I don't want to mention anyone who might be dead in case they are dead, and then we'd have to put a disclaimer on the end. So, let's say your great-great-grandson was dead.
Okay.
If you've seen Dominic's face, you'd understand why that's improbable. Because he's so youthful. Forever. Not because no one...
Save.
Yeah.
Save.
Anyway, so he's dead.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ash, because I've seen Wall-E, and the people of the future are quite large. And you got this urn, and you just paint the face on, and then you have it on the mantelpiece, and it's like you're staring at them, but the face would have to be bigger than their normal face. And
why would it have to be bigger?
because if you burn somebody and get all their ashes,
Yeah.
then if you stick all the ashes together, they're going to be about the same size of the body. Unless you give it a shot with electricity, which we all know is the modern penicillin, and then it'll rejigger and reform. Anyway, back to the picture of your dog, because I'm leaning away from Snappy.
This isn't even my dog. It's just a random dog.
I'm so telling your dog that you're two-timing. Why don't you tell us about your dog, who is called...
Patch.
Patch, because
Such an original name.
Yeah.
We didn't give it to him. He was a rescue dog.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Disclaimer.
He's very sweet.
Yeah. He's a collie, but he's a very white collie. Not that there's anything wrong with
There's
being
anything
white.
wrong with colleagues.
Yeah, that's about it. He's a bit dopey.
I'm really rather fond of cauliflower.
Cauliflower?
Indeed. When we were in France once, my brother bought a cauliflower at a market, but he doesn't eat cauliflower.
Chou-fleur.
So so he just left it by the front door with the sheet room for a week, and it became really quite interesting in smell and texture.
Did it develop a personality?
He's currently the Prime Minister of France. Prime Minister, what do they have?
President.
The President.
President Hollande.
President. Of course, technically, our Prime Minister isn't officially a Prime Minister.
Why not?
I looked up, he's actually First Lord of the Treasury.
Oh yeah, someone told me this.
Being a Prime Minister is just like a colloquialism.
Yeah.
I quite like the idea of a Prime Minister. He's like Optimus Prime.
Like head of the Autobots, or
yeah, this really
spends his spare time as a truck, or
it's a really weak conversation starter. And because we haven't said it very much, I'm sort of leaning away from Snappy.
oh, whacking the catchphrase.
Whack. That's not the only thing I can see Don whacking out.
Way.
Verbal abuse.
Way. Oh, what? Clock towers.
Clock towers?
Yeah.
I literally...
You live by a clock tower.
I live by a clock tower.
It was the asylum clock tower or something.
Yeah, I live... Because where I live, I can see just out my window, is the asylum, the old asylum. And I moved in before they redeveloped that. And it's just outside...
No, you were here before the asylum. And then they moved you into the asylum.
Not before the asylum. before what they've done to the Saturn, I just look at my window and think, I won't have to move very far when I leave home. I'll be fine.
But yeah, clock towers. Why are they a thing? Are they just to show people how cool are we? We've got a massive tower and we were clever enough to stick a clock on it. Or were they so that in the days when clocks were really expensive, everyone could tell the time?
It's very obviously the second one.
Oh.
Because, in fact, there was the Borgias who invented...
Oh no. We've had a connection problem. Ed is now just staring at me with wide eyes and a slightly puzzled expression. Oh, now I've just got his picture.
The Borgias invented clock towers. I was reading about it. Because they're the first people to use clocks as a status symbol. But I like to imagine the real reason for clock towers is because the local Lord Mayor is overcompensating or something.
Well, yeah, that's what I thought.
He's got this great big thrusting phallus up into the sky.
Why are dicks so funny?
I'm sort of leaning away from that. Dominic, you're bringing the whole tone down.
I'm sorry.
Not only is the pixel rate decreased...
The pixel rate?
Yeah, you've gone all fun and fuzzy.
You didn't have the rest of the podcast. For some reason, I seem to have got quieter.
Really?
Yeah.
There's no discernible difference in my end.
Oh, goody.
Speaking of ends, back to your previous question.
Oh, what? Dick jokes or clock towers?
Let's just change... I'm leaning away from Snappy very
I've
rapidly.
already said that, and we didn't even go on to a new topic.
That's because I... See that?
No, you haven't got your camera switched on.
Oh, how do I...
No.
How do I do that?
Press the camera button. Hey, your picture. You've got a hammer. Where did that come from?
Well, I hammer in the morning. I'm hammering in the evening. I've forgotten the next lyric. All over this land. Hammer out justice. And then quite controversially, I'll hammer out the love between my brothers and my sisters. Because love between brothers and sisters, unless it's sort of the Borgia persuasion, isn't a bad thing.
No.
That was
okay. She's like hammering it. Like a nail into a piece of wood isn't a bad thing. It's
So
like
you're saying...
starting it all off.
You're saying love between brothers and sisters is okay as long as it's getting nailed.
That's not what I said. I'm talking about, like, the innocent love. Because everyone loves innocent love.
Well, we all know there's 5 types of love, don't we, Dominic?
Of course we do.
So as long as it's not eros, which of course is an ear fetish. Dominic knows about an ear fetish, which is why he's wearing those massive headphones.
I can't look at ears.
Mind you, it's for my own benefit as well, because if I could see his ears, I would not be speaking. I would just be drooling.
They are majestic.
They're not majestic, they're well lobed, but they're not majestic.
At least I can fly.
Prove it.
Okay.
Ready, I'll distract gravity. For those of you who can't see at home, Dominic proved it.
Way.
All I can see is his feet. I have often walked down this street before. But I always think, oh, Tom, I like myself.
Is that the end?
Remember, kids, if you get into rap, make sure you use the right amount of salad.
Bye.
Bye.